I need the scoop.
A young woman's workplace harassment complaint sparks department-wide chaos when her male colleagues turn against her for ruining their toxic culture. We're diving into a Reddit story that exposed the shocking reality of workplace boys' clubs and divided thousands over whether standing up for yourself is worth the professional consequences. Get ready for a tale of harassment, retaliation, and unexpected corporate justice that will make you question everything about workplace dynamics.
So I'm a 23-year-old woman, and I started this job a few months ago. I'm the only woman in our department of about 30 people. This one guy in his 50s has been telling me about all the younger women he's slept with and making insinuations towards me. He kept telling me how he pleasures women. I tried to be nice and ignore it. I tried saying I wasn't interested, and he just kept going. Finally, I lost my patience and snapped at him. I told him he was creepy and gross and that I was never going to be interested in some old man 30 years my senior. Management overheard and pulled me aside to find out what happened. I told them about his comments to me, and he was written up for sexual harassment. This is his second write-up. The first was for injuring someone. Just as a clarification, Mr. Creep's first write-up was for injuring someone. He was pushing a large server enclosure too fast and not watching where he was going and ran over someone, injuring them. He's been at this job a lot longer than me, and now half the department is angry with me because he is about to be fired, and they think it's my fault, and the other half are on my side. They said I didn't have to be such about it, and that he's like that with girls he finds attractive, and I should be flattered, and I shouldn't have yelled at him because now management is involved. They're also pissed that all of us have to go to sensitivity training now. Work is really uncomfortable now because half of our department doesn't want to work with me. Oh God, this place is such a boys' club. Seriously, like dude is balding, overweight and old. Like gross, no way. I can do way, way better than him. And seriously, even if I was going to have a fling with a coworker, I'm not. So, it wouldn't be him.
The Reddit community rallied behind the poster with overwhelming support, validating her decision to report the harassment despite workplace backlash. Within days, legal and human resources became involved as the situation escalated beyond a simple workplace complaint. What started as one woman's stand against harassment would soon reveal a much larger corporate housecleaning already in motion.
So people know the time frame here. This happened Monday. The case went up to legal. I had a meeting with the department head about this and told him about the retaliation. He addressed the department. Mr. Creep was told not to return Monday. Legal and HR came back with the decision to fire him.
I can't imagine the pressure she felt walking into work each day, knowing half her department blamed her for their colleagues' firing. The hostile work environment only intensified as team leads refused to work with her and colleagues made increasingly inappropriate comments about her appearance and past modeling work. 1 month later, a revealing conversation with her boss would expose the true scope of changes happening behind the scenes.
So I went to my boss about the retaliation, and he said he would address it. There was a meeting called, and I was taken into the boss's office while they had the meeting with everyone else. He basically laid down how things were going to be from now on. After the meeting, I was met with mixed responses. Some of the team leads flat out didn't want me on their team. I was told things like, if you didn't want to be objectified, you shouldn't have been a model. I did some modeling work in college for money. Another person said, have you tried looking less attractive to dissuade them? One guy got particularly upset and basically told me, it was just locker room talk, guys do this. Everything was fine before you got here, but now everyone has to walk on eggshells to not offend the girl. If I can't handle how guys talk, maybe you should teach kindergarten. There was also some genuine sympathy for me. 2 co-workers told me they were gay and afraid to say anything. We all got hauled into a seminar about diversity, prejudice, and sexual harassment. There was a lot of eye rolls and groaning. Turns out this is bigger than me. Upper management wasn't happy with my boss's predecessor or the department, and my boss was hired to clean house. Guess who just volunteered to be cleaned out? A lot of things didn't meet his standards. A lot of the people who have been at the company for a long time were unhappy that none of them were promoted to department head, and because they've done things a certain way, and my boss was changing things. My boss has been busy putting his own team together that's loyal to him because a lot of the old-timers aren't with the new agenda. I am part of the boss's new team, which leans younger. This is another reason for the hostility towards me. My boss has been looking for reasons to get rid of a lot of the older people, and when I say older, I'm referring to their hire date as older than my boss's start, although he is hiring mostly younger people because we have more current training. While it is true that many of the people on the chopping block are older, there's some who aren't, and it isn't about age. They are on the block because they either have a bad attitude and are unwilling to conform to the new changes, or whose skills are out of date. All terminations have to be cleared by legal and HR. My admirer was among them. He's gone now. Management decided he was too much of a liability between this incident and the injury he was responsible for due to his negligence. They gave him his last week so he could leave with a paycheck from a full pay period as a courtesy to him. Anyway, a few of the team leads said they didn't want me on their team because I can't get along with the guys. My current team lead volunteered to take me on, and he's the one who is filling me in on all the politics around here. My boss took me in for a meeting to see how things were and if I was being bothered. He asked me to please be patient and bear with him because he wants to make big changes around here and wants to keep me as part of those big changes. He said before he can get rid of a lot of those people, he needs to bring in and be able to keep their replacements. And if I stuck around, he was going to need new team leads and I could be one of them. My boss is really nice and has been swamped with problems since he started. This department did not keep up with the times. When my boss started, we were still using Windows Server 2008 and old database software made for Windows XP by someone's college student kid. There's no support for it, and we were having to keep old Windows 7 machines running in compatibility mode because it just will not run in Windows 10. My boss ditched it, upgraded to newer stuff, but the old guard had grown comfortable. Many of these guys can't use the newer versions of Windows Server and Active Directory. That's part of why my boss brought us on. We were younger with more recent certifications. I don't even know how they think I should dress, honestly. I'm not wearing revealing clothes at work. I'm wearing pretty standard business, or business casual. Maybe they want me to stop wearing clothes that fit properly, or just wear a sack, I guess. I guess any hint of the female form is too much for their poor minds. Anyways, for now I'm going to stick with it, and stick with my boss, who seems to really want to keep me.
Sometimes standing up to harassment doesn't just protect you, it exposes an entire system that needed changing. This story reminds us that workplace culture shifts happen one brave voice at a time, even when that voice faces serious backlash. Share your thoughts on workplace harassment and professional courage in the comments. Subscribe for more stories about standing up in difficult situations, and check out our other videos exploring workplace justice and personal boundaries.